In an effort to bring a different angle to our feature, we hit the street to find out the views of members of the public.
I think it's as a result of lack of parental guidance. Our society is not set up the same way as it was when I was growing up, where you have, if a parent was working, a grandparent was taking care of your aunt or an uncle, or the community basically took care of young people and children, and they gave guidance as you were coming up. You know, your neighbor would say, you know, I noticed you were doing this, or you noticed you're doing that, and you had to listen. You had respect for elders, and I think that's broken down. Having a lack of sex education at home and a lack of communication at home is the beginning of it. But I also think that we have become more lenient or slack. I'm not sure which is the proper term to use, but in terms of what our children are viewing on television, the music that we listen to, the way we dress our children, all of these things, I believe, has a social impact on how they see themselves.
Even though they have access to a lot of things, their parents not inform them enough. But what happen, and sometimes their parents try to shadow their hide them from the truth, right? Because parents now want to tell their picnic this and that about the sex and how they're supposed to protect themselves, and so because some parents don't have the communication with their children.
As a young mother, it has changed every young teenage mother, because the lifestyle that we used to live, we can't live it no more, and it's a challenge from the baby born to where she at right now, because many mothers out here young, they struggle, and then the baby father does leave them right there, and it's kind of challenging. But for me, it's not. I don't feel it because I have the support with her father, but some out there, they just do it for fun.
The government should do something for single mothers, because it starts from the parents, because children barely have fathers in Belize to their side. It's rare. Most of the time it's a single mother raising maybe 5-10 picnic.
I think what the law or the government should do is every year people go to jail for rape or condolences and teenage pregnancy and everything. But once a person go to jail for that, it's only the male. What about the female? For example, if I will go to jail for that, the female will still be out here doing the same thing.
First of all, we have TV influence. They watch Cinemax late at night, they see a lot of sex. The teenagers they have DVDs where they go buy with sex. Right? They got influence, they have outside influence, peer pressure. Parents don't talk to their daughters enough about sex. The schools need to teach more about sex. What else they need to learn about is how to control themselves as a teenager, how to control their body, his feelings.
One of the major issues that we found out on our quest to put this feature together is that while the legal consenting age for sex is 16, if a young woman over 16 gets pregnant but under 18, it would be illegal for that young woman to become involved in a common law union. In our next segment, we look at the challenges on a whole and what solutions are being sought by the ministry and other agencies. Tune in next week for our third and final segment on adolescent pregnancy. Reporting for Love News, I am Renee Trujillo.